Good day, everybody. This is Michael Oliveris coming to you from juristu.com with the personal injury attorney, Gregory Spektor from Gregory Spektor Associates. Gregory, welcome. Welcome back. Look, usually I have you talking about car accidents, construction cases. This is what you guys do. This is what you're very competent in. It's your bread and butter. Today, I want to talk about something else, very serious matter, and we're getting a lot of questions on it. Recently, last week, there was a big incident at a subway station in New York, in MTA, where almost a dozen people were shot by a deranged assailant. And unfortunately, this day and age, this happens very often. Violence in subways. Subways are not safe today. And we're getting questions from a legal standpoint. Is there anything we can do to hold the city, MTAs responsible and accountable for what is going on? Gregory, I know it's not an easy question.
No,
what can you contribute to this?
The short answer is easy. The short answer is it depends. Now, the long answer is, it's really not that funny because, some of these people, their lives will never be the same.
Right.
And I guess the question is, would we take a case like that? And at this point in the game, yes. The answer is yes. If someone comes here and talks to us and basically, tells us how that person used to be gainfully employed and had a family and had a life that is no longer there, then we'll do all we can to research this matter and to find out if somebody is at fault for this.
Right.
Okay. And we have a lot of experience in dealing with cases involving New York City, involving all the city's agencies, Department of Transportation, MTA, Department of Education,
Right.
You name it, we've dealt with them.
And they're not easy to deal with. They don't like to pay.
First of all, that, and second, the way that New York State's code, CPLR, the code that governs all civil litigation, is put together, it gives municipalities sort of an easier route. And as such, you're dealing with a lot more stringent deadlines. For example, a usual statute of limitation for a negligence case is 3 years. When you're dealing with New York City, it's 1 year and 3 months.
Wow, they're really doing everything they can to protect themselves from being sued and from paying money as they should.
More than that, you only have 90 days to put them on notice. You have to file notice of claim within 90 days of the accident. And if it's 91 days, that's it.
So if you're a day late and you get injured in a subway or any kind of government facility, you only have basically 90 days and you're done. So you have to go to an attorney as soon as possible to protect your rights. That's what it seems like.
And they also get a chance to ask you questions even before litigation starts. They go 58 hearing, where basically it's going to be a deposition and they're going to find out as much as possible. Right. But again, that does not scare us. We deal with this all the time. The good side of dealing with the municipalities is that they are bound by the Freedom of Information Act law.
Okay.
And as such, they're responsible. They're required to disclose every and all document or report created as a result of this particular incident. Now, going back to your hypothetical with that horrible shooting, as you know, I think after our mayor took office, a new mayor, they added 3,000 or so MTA police officers to the train station.
Right.
And you would expect to see an officer in every station, if not in every train.
I haven't personally.
Then they spend tons of money for video cameras and such. And from what I understand, and again, I don't know any particular case, I did not research it, but just reading the news, my understanding is not a single camera caught that guy.
Exactly.
It had to be he had to be, ascertained by description of other people.
Yeah.
And, you ask me at this point, do I feel that somebody was negligent? Do I feel that somebody made a mistake? It feels that way.
Absolutely.
So in order for us to get there, we'd have to go through those steps.
Yeah.
We'd have to get those FOIL documents. We'd have to get all the accident reports and see what happened. There's maintenance logs that are maintained for the station. What happened? Why those cameras weren't working?
Yep.
Somebody somewhere has probably made a mistake.
And Gregory, the fact that the mayor has added these 3,000 extra cops, that means they know there's a problem.
Right.
But they're not addressing it, in my view, in the right and forceful manner as they could, because these things happen very often in the subways. You have slashings, you have shootings, you have robberies. Something needs to be done. And look, if the voters are not gonna take care of it, then maybe attorneys could take care of it, hit them where it hurts in their pocket, so they pay attention and address these safety concerns. So what I get it from you is that if somebody unfortunately was involved in this kind of incident and suffered, was a victim, they should consult an attorney that does personal injury, somebody like you, Gregory Spektor, and the case will be analyzed from all angles, and you will see what could be done to sue the city, the subway, because to sue the guy, the assailant, he belongs of course, in the prison, possibly in a mental institution. What can you get from him? Nothing. So,
I mean, there's like like you just said, if he is a diagnosed, person with mental disorders and maybe there was a mistake on his treating doctor.
That's a good point. That is a very good. Wow, that's a new avenue you have opened up.
To broaden your conclusion is just this. Let's just say this. Anytime you're seriously injured, especially when it's an injury of that kind of magnitude, when your life will never be the same. And that injury happened through absolutely no fault of your own. You didn't just trip and fell.
Or you're a passenger in the subway. That's it.
You want to talk to an attorney because, like I said, at some point, the knowledge, experience, and reputation that we have acquired through years and years of doing this is invaluable for someone.
Well, this is why I turn to you to get the answers, to get your insight into the situation. Thank you so much for your words, for sharing your wisdom. And we're going to come back to you and again, anytime we have questions, anytime our listeners and viewers have questions on the car accidents, construction cases, other types of personal injury cases, we'll definitely be in touch. It will bring you back. Gregory, thank you so much. Gregory Spektor from Gregory Spektor Associates. We're going to have your phone number and your website on the bottom of the screen. Anybody has any questions, please don't be shy. Call for free consultation. Okay,
Michael,
thank you.
For having me. Take care.
Thank you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.